Welcome to LSB Feaster's Radio Aircheck and Classic TV channel.
It's 95.5 PLJ, the final night show. On this Thursday, May 30th, we will sign the radio station off on Friday, May 31st. This is 95.5 WPLJ. I'm Mike Allen. This is Joey Kramer and Ralphie Aversa. This has been quite the night thus far, and we still have 1 hour and 14 minutes left. And phone lines have been open, and we're going right to the phones right now. Hello.
Hey, guys. Big Apple Airchecks. How are you?
Hey, Matt. How are you?
What's up?
I have been recording you guys steady since last Friday.
Oh, wow. Good God, man.
And there's one thing I've always wanted to do. My bucket list wish was to talk up a song. Fleetwood Mac, Over My Head.
Making dreams come true, Matt. The microphone is yours.
It's 95.5 WPLJ, New York's best rock. Magic Matt with Fleetwood Mac. You're Over My Head. PLJ. For the last time.
Yeah. Well done. Woo! It's 95.5 PLJ. My name is Mike Allen. I'm here with Joey Kramer, Ralphie Aversa. It is the final night show here on WPLJ FM, New York's 95.5. Here are the Foo Fighters.
But you were there, I don't know why.
It's 95.5 PLJ. My name is Mike Allen. Joey Kramer. Ralphie is here for the last night show of WPLJ. Utopia is back here as well. Hi, Utopia.
Hi, everyone.
Utopia, one of our weekenders. You know her. She's been all over, all day parts, really. She's been a great addition to the 95.5 PLJ air staff, and I'm really proud of her. And it's an honor to say that I've been able to work with you. So thank you, Utopia.
Thank you. You know my current situation right now, so I'm about to really start crying in the corner, like boohoo, while eating some more chicken sandwiches.
And next to you, that handsome gentleman to your left,
We're throwing around that term tonight, apparently.
is Mr. Yes. Very strong. Is Dan Kelly. We've been speaking to him. He is our creative service director. If you don't know what that is at a radio station, he is the one that puts together all of the imaging between each song, whether it's a jingle or a voiceover. You may have even heard his voice on this radio station all day long.
Oh, that's right.
Yes.
Please welcome Ralphie.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Wow, get the live one. Thank you.
There you go. There you go.
Next time I want it live.
Yeah.
Do it live.
Working in your industry, voice talent is key. I mean, obviously, there's huge voice talent names that nobody will ever know their name if you listen to the radio.
Yeah.
But if you're in our industry, it is so important. It's such an important part of what we do. So right now I'm going to give you the opportunity to just pay tribute and let everybody know how important these voice people are.
Oh yeah. I mean, it's like a big scientific process to find just the right voice for the station, and over the years there've been many different voiceover talent on the station, and some I've worked with. I don't have a comprehensive list of everybody. I'm sorry. I just wanted to mention a few of the more recent ones over the past, I guess, 30 years. I mentioned him earlier. Just want to pay tribute to the late great Chris Corley. He was our main station voice for us for most of the last 20 years. He passed away a couple months ago, and he was an awesome dude and great talent, and he had a really cool voice. You know, you heard him on Fox promos and movie trailers and all different kinds of stuff, and he was fantastic. Also, the amazing Brian Lee with us for a good 10-year run. Also, Dr. Dave Ferguson did a great job for us for a couple of years. Coulter Rule, who you may remember from the New York Lotto commercials. Hey, you never know.
Right.
That guy, he's a great dude. John Plesey, also many years of PLJ in the 90s. I don't remember exactly when, maybe like 92, 93 to maybe 99 until Chris Corley became the main voice. And Mark Driscoll, you heard a lot of that stuff on that Mojo Radio, which was Mark Driscoll, a lot of fun. And also Gene Wooten, the guy that did my job before me. I was lucky he decided to leave and go down to Tennessee to work for himself. Because his wife was going to go down there to be a professor at the University of Tennessee, Knoxville. So him leaving opened the possibility of me getting the job of my dreams. And he was an incredible talent, a genius, a musical genius and production genius. And a lot of the work he did was on tape, which was crazy. I can't even imagine doing all the stuff he did on tape. And last but not least, the incredible Rachel McGrath, who we've had for almost 4 years. Yeah, 2004, end of 2014. Yeah. So the wonderful woman you hear doing all the promos and stuff the last 4 or 5 years is Rachel McGrath. And,
bringing back your favorite DJs that made PLJ great. This is 95.5 PLJ Reunion Day.
There you go. There's Rachel. Isn't she great? She's so good.
Awesome.
So just wanted to pay tribute to everybody. And Rachel is available for bookings. Contact Atlas Talent in New York. Oh, I'm sorry. Just kidding.
So that's Radio 101 when it comes to imaging and voice talent. The first thing you learn in a radio class is about the legal ID.
Yes.
And it's something you have to do every hour. It identifies the radio station and the city of license. And the city of license here happens to be in the greatest city in the world, New York, New York. And one of the great things about New York's 95.5 WPLJ were the iconic top-of-hour IDs. And as of late, probably the last year or so, a little less than a year, we brought them back here, which is kind of nostalgic. And I don't think we meant it to be... we didn't mean it to be like this, but it brought us all the way to the end.
Yeah.
So it's kind of funny how it comes full circle. It's kind of bizarre. But Dan Kelly, who was on the air here about 15 years ago, did an overnight shift. Never really wanted to be a DJ per se on this radio station. Well, he did, but he never had the opportunity. If I'm being nice.
Well, no.
But anyway, he was behind the scenes. You heard his voice all over. You still hear his voice all over this radio station and nationwide.
Oh yeah.
But we're going to give him that opportunity right now to do one of the legendary top-of-hour IDs.
Because, when you're a radio DJ, the fun thing is, talking over the intro, knowing you have 8 seconds, you shut up right when the vocals start. It's very exciting. And so when you have a cool top-of-the-hour ID, that's just part of the coolest part of the job. And so there's that one from 1992 that I loved when I listened to PLJ when I was going to college. And driving back and forth and hearing the PLJ jocks like AJ and Fast Jimmy and Kim Ashley all doing that top of the hour, pretty cool. So
we have 3 minutes to keep it in compliance.
All right, I got to give the
FCC.
legal ID first. I got to say it, right?
But wait, hang on a second. Just for note, his 16-year-old son is staying up late right now before he goes to school. He does. He wants to hear this.
He does.
So Justin, this is for you.
All right. Wait. So I'm going to do the legal ID and I'm going to say a Cumulus station. Then you're going to fire it, right?
You don't tell me what to do.
All right. Here we go. You ready?
Yeah.
This is WPLJ FM and HD1 New York, a Cumulus station. Just past 11 o'clock, I'm Dan Kelly with the PLJ difference. No rap, no hard stuff, and no sleepy elevator music. Just the best songs on the radio.
95.5 WPLJ New York.
There you go. A dream come true.
Nice job, buddy.
Thank you very much.
It's Katy Perry and Firework on 95.5 PLJ. It's Mike Allen, Joey Kramer, Ralphie, Dan Kelly. Dan, you did it. Man.
You have no idea how exciting. Oh, hang on.
Go ahead, you're good.
There you go. You have no idea how exciting. Well, you do know how exciting that is because you got to do it. But,
I sure did.
But,
you did a great job.
Isn't that just the coolest top of the hour jingle ever?
It's beautiful.
Yeah. It's up there.
No, it's not up there.
The
it's
89 was really
That's
good.
That's good too.
And the big time radio that we've been using
that's
probably
excellent.
my favorite because that's when I started here.
By the way, more props back to TM Century,
yeah.
TM Studios,
right?
Jones TM. I forgot what. No, I think they're TM Studios now, and fantastic work over the years. And
we'll have to play that tribute again.
Yes. Absolutely.
Yeah, we're going up until midnight tonight, and then tomorrow we'll have everybody back on the air. Todd and Jade hit the airwaves at 6. You got Melanie Torres, Race Taylor, and at 7 o'clock, that's it for 95.5 PLJ. Taking your calls at 800-321-WPLJ. Hello?
Yeah, I wanted to share how you guys saved my life. Back in 21 years ago, I had a bad 10-week stretch of time where I had a death in the family, my girlfriend left me, and I was about to lose my job. And I woke up one morning all determined to end it all, and I couldn't tell you what the bit on Scott and Todd was that morning. But it made me realize that taking the easy way out didn't solve anything. And Scott and Todd basically saved my life 21 years ago.
What's your name, man?
Dave.
Dave, where are you from?
New Rochelle.
Dave, you have no idea what that story means to radio guys like Joey, Ralphie, and myself. We're happy that you're calling us right now, so thank you for that. And radio is powerful, man. It's crazy.
And we joke about that day now because we play with the song "Video Killed the Radio Star," but the DJ saved my life.
Dave, God bless you, buddy, and thank you for being there for us.
Oh, thank you for being here for New York.
Like a small boat that makes you larger than life.
It's 95.5 PLJ Reunion Day.
It's 95.5. That's right. You heard it. It is Reunion Day. It's been kind of just.
Are we not clapping?
It's been.
Yeah, we're still here.
It's been Mike. It's been Mike, Joe, Ralphie, and Dan Kelly Day. The Reunion Day was just incredible. From 9 a.m. All day long, we had every big time jock, whether they were on the phone, whether they were here in person. It was a monumental, incredible day.
Should we go over the names? Jim Kerr, Jimmy Fink, Carol Miller, Shelley Sunstein, Pat St. John, Fast Jimmy, A.J. Hammer. We had Tony Banks. We had
Scott
Kenny
Shannon.
Walker. We had Scott Shannon, Patty Steele, Joe Nolan, Bill Evans checked in.
Naomi DiClemente.
Lady Di.
J.J. Kennedy was here.
J.J. Kennedy, Brad Blanks.
The
Cope.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. All from this one. This is
One
like the
day.
New York Yankees of radio. Sorry if you're a Met fan.
It's like
I'm
the All-Star
sorry.
game.
But
I'm not
really,
sorry if you're a Met fan.
But it really is. It's just what other station can really give you the history like that and the names?
You know what? Today I would say is the perfect definition of bittersweet. Just great and sad at the same time.
Yeah, no question.
We played the Backstreet Boys a little while ago. They had a lot of history with this radio station. Ralphie has a story about the Backstreet Boys here at PLJ.
They came up here for their 20-year reunion, which was about 5-6 years ago now. And I'll never forget, Nick wasn't with them, so it was just four of the guys, 5 of the guys. The group without Nick. They get up here, and I'll never forget, we taped an interview in FM2, which is the main morning show studio where Scott and Todd did their show, and of course Todd and Jade as well. And there was signage all over, and a huge sign actually hanging right behind me of the actor Dax Shepard. Because this studio, amongst its many claims to fame, the movie, the opening scenes for This Is Where I Leave You with Jason Bateman and Dax Shepard was shot here at FM1 and FM2 at 95.5 PLJ. But right before, as the props department they had already set everything up and they were getting ready to shoot, I had to do this interview with the Backstreet Boys. And so there I was doing this interview with the guys while a huge photo of Dax is hanging over my shoulder. And they had just been in that movie.
Right. It was Bolt Radio.
Bolt Satellite
Radio.
Bolt
Wow,
Satellite Radio.
great memory.
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah, that stuff was everywhere.
People are still using mouse pads from around here.
From that, really?
Yeah, I've seen them around.
Oh my goodness, that's funny.
In my office, I have a Bolt Radio, one of the fake gold records that are on the wall. I do.
Is it Lisa Mahoney?
It is Lisa Mahoney.
Okay.
Oh, that's great.
The Backstreet Boys they were here in January. They played. We did a listening party at our Stage 17, and Dan Kelly, who you heard talk up that 1992 jingle.
Oh yeah, wasn't that so good?
WPLJ.
He produced an unbelievable special. It's called The DNA of the Backstreet Boys.
Again, we did that together, so stop giving me credit for stuff that you worked on.
That's fine. It was mainly you, though. I don't know how to use Pro Tools, but
all right.
I just have good ideas, Dan. I can't help that I have good ideas and you execute on them. Okay. But we did great stuff with the Backstreet Boys. They are a group that will forever be a part of the throwback years of 95.5 PLJ. Our phone lines are still ringing at 800-321-WPLJ, 800-321-WPLJ. How you doing?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm listening to this tonight. I can't turn it off. It's so engaging. And it's also so sad, and I can't help think how hard it must be for you guys, because I can hear that you're a family, and that is coming through loud and clear.
Well, if it's coming through loud and clear, it's because it's true. I'm looking at these 3 gentlemen in front of me, Dan Kelly, Ralphie Aversa, and Joey Kramer. And I can honestly say all three of these guys were at my wedding.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That was a great wedding.
I'm glad that this was able to happen now because there were a lot of people that were here earlier that were not at my wedding.
Awkward.
Yeah. So to say that it's a family, it's 100% a family. I mean, I think that when many people, and a lot of people I could just imagine listening after a while being like, we get it, you're going to lose your jobs, people lose their jobs. It's not about the job. This is about the people. Now, we talk about the people being the listener, but the people behind the scenes doing the radio, doing the job, that's what I'm going to miss. I'm going to miss Joey Kramer. I'm going to miss Ralphie. I'm going to miss Dan Kelly. I'm not saying that we're not going to be in touch. Of course we're still going to be in touch. But every day coming to work, leaving my real family every morning to come with my work family, which I saw more than my real family.
Right.
Yeah.
We're, working here 12 hours, 15-hour days. I was here till 1 o'clock in the morning with Dan Kelly.
Especially the last few weeks.
many times this week.
Recently.
I've definitely had more dinners with Dan Kelly than I have any other family member.
Yeah,
that's
wild.
That's for certain.
Wild.
You know?
Yeah.
So to have that caller, and thanks for the call, to say family and to say that he's hearing the family, the feel of family on this radio station, we're doing something right, guys, because then obviously we're doing our jobs properly to show that this is a special place. And Joey Kramer has
23?
27 years, I believe, here, 23 of them on the air at 95.5 PLJ. 48 years, 95.5 PLJ has been here. Joey Kramer...
Half its existence.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Joey Kramer's been on the air 23 of them. Joey Kramer is 30 years old.
Don't I look fantastic?
But
I look fabulous.
I've talked way too much right now. This should be Joey. You know all about family because being here 23 years in the industry that we're in, the turnover of people, you've been here from change of companies, change of management. Mm-hmm. You've been here for change of morning shows, change of afternoon shows, change of midday shows, and you have seen it all. And you've stayed friends with everybody. You really have stayed friends with everybody. And this last week has shown that because he and Race, got on that Facebook group, orchestrated everybody coming on here. People wanted to be here because they loved you guys.
Well, it's a testament to I don't want to keep hammering this, but it is the family thing here at PLJ. It is a testament to this radio station and to the wonderful people who have been here for all the years and the great people that we've had working here. And it's you want to stay in touch with each other. And that showed today and putting this whole thing together. I mean, I can't tell you when we first put out that Facebook page for the alumni show, people were reaching out to us going, I would be honored to do this, to come back or to check in if they couldn't be here physically. So the response was pretty overwhelming. I can't say we were shocked, but it was just it was pretty incredible. Yeah. Because people have their own lives and they have things that they have to do and take care of. And they were setting, time aside to come here and to be together for this. It's remarkable. It's a testament to this radio station.
Yeah, look, I was just going to say when Tom Cuddy offered me the job of my dreams back in June 2002, he set me up kind of just not telling me, he wasn't leading me on to whether it was I was getting the job or I wasn't. And then he said, well, there's only one question left to ask. How would you like to be part of the PLJ family? That's how he offered me the job.
Right.
So...
And it is. It is a family. I think they always prided themselves on just having really good people here. And I think they accomplished that. Yeah, over the years. So
it's crazy. And Christine said that to Tom Cuddy today too, and made me cry.
You cry? I don't believe that, Daniel.
I did. Don't ask me how many times I have the past.
Daniel, you're a mess.
You're so mushy. I'll be a mess tomorrow too.
Well, our text line's still open at 95955 800-321-WPLJ. Transitioning from family, we have a lot of friends too that we've made. Yeah. Here at 95.5 PLJ, whether it be the artist, the management, the listener. Joey, who's a friend we want to thank right now?
We want to thank our friends at TM Century.
Yes.
Here's a little history through our jingles.
TM Studios pays tribute to WPLJ. 95.5 WPLJ. For nearly 50 years, 95.5 PLJ has stirred the heart of New York City. And for the last 3 decades, TM Studios has been a proud partner of WPLJ. 95.5
WPLJ, New York, New York. WPLJ, New York. 95.5 WPLJ, New York. Shannon in the morning, in the morning, in the morning. WPLJ. Get your butt, get your butt, get your butt out of bed. Shannon in the morning, WPLJ. From Broadway to the LIE. From the Jersey Shore to the GWB. Wherever you go, the best songs on the radio. 95.5 WPLJ. It's the summer of 95. Summer of 95.5 WPLJ. Ooh, yeah. Scott and Todd, waking up New York City. New York. Naomi's always on time. Nolan's late and covered with slime. Covered with slime. Scott and Todd on WPLJ. Music Radio, PLJ, Power 95. Weekend sound best on PLJ, Power 95. PLJ, are you ready? Got any time? Ready for PLJ? Are you ready? New York. Ready to start your day? 95.5 New York's PLJ. 95.5 WPLJ. New York. 95.5 PLJ. New York's best music. 95.5 PLJ. 95.5
From all of us at TM Studios and on behalf of New York City, thank you, WPLJ.
It's 95.5 PLJ Reunion Day.
Yes, it is. It is wrapping up. Yeah, 19 minutes left of Reunion Day.
Oh, man.
This is crazy.
Can we extend it?
Can we extend it?
Joey, all night long.
I can't believe he's on strings. That's all that's left.
Yeah.
I literally see strings hanging off his shirt.
That's all I got.
Man, fumes.
He just went and downed 4 Mountain Dews in
That's
between.
right.
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys have had too much of a chance to check your phones, but like there are people, and that's one of the nice things about radio in this day and age. People can listen anywhere online. People from across like my buddy Steven in Texas texted me. Yeah. Zach
Right.
Sang, who's from Jersey, lives out in LA, and his show aired here for a little bit. He's listening right now. Like people all over, and they're reaching out on Twitter and Instagram. And of course over at 800-321-WPLJ. As I look down at the phone line, still lit up. It is unbelievable.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think about all these people who are trying to get on, and I really apologize. We're trying to get to as many calls as we can. Tomorrow, reminder, we are signing this radio station off at 7 p.m. Race Taylor will be doing that just before 7 o'clock, so make sure to check this out. We're going to really send this radio station off in an incredibly classy way, and to say I'm excited for it is wrong, but bittersweet is definitely the word of the week. But it is going to be something very special. So we also want to thank everybody out there who's air checking us right now. If you don't know what that means, there are people recording this from all over the world, really.
Yeah. Our buddy at Big Apple Airchecks, thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you.
Matt, thank you, Matt.
We're getting lots of text messages of where could you find this? Literally anywhere on the internet, probably, after this broadcast.
Yeah, I'm sure YouTube will have a lot of this stuff from throughout the day, including the Scott and Todd reunion that happened earlier.
It was incredible. We played it at 12. They did it live at 12. We replayed it at 6. But we just played Bad Medicine by Bon Jovi. He is a very special artist when it comes to New York's 95.5 WPLJ.
Yeah, John and the gang did Scott and Todd's Sweet 16 many years ago. We opened MetLife Stadium with you remember that, Dan?
Oh, yeah, right
the parking
outside.
lot.
Yeah,
the big stage set up, and Race hosted that whole thing.
It was a secret performance.
There was Bon Jovi in Central Park. It was tied in with the All-Star game going back in 2008 when it was here. In,
at the old cathedral.
Mm-hmm. John and the guys have been very good to us over the years. And we love them for that, and we thank them for that. And our listeners who are so loyal, anytime you say the word Bon Jovi or post a picture, they go absolutely berserk. And how great is it to have a band like that in our corner? after all these years.
From our neck of the woods. Easily. It's funny you mentioned that about the people who listen to 95.5 PLJ and love Bon Jovi. Easily, hands down, most requested artist in the 6 years I was here.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Like, not even close.
Yeah,
And
no
most
question.
promos produced about them.
You would know that.
Just saying.
Yeah, I mean, you talk about artists that we broke. There was a whole conversation earlier on with the John Mayers and OAR and Train and all that stuff. And then, there's Bon Jovi, who is just, I mean, the longevity, and they've always treated us great. And we've had a great working relationship with that band, too. So,
yeah.
And you could even, if you talk about artists that 95.5 PLJ broke and WPLJ broke, you even go further back to Aerosmith.
Absolutely.
You go way, there's a lot of, in the rock era.
I've been talking about Aerosmith all week as we're doing the Time Machine weekend and leading up to the last shows. I was fortunate enough to have dinner with him.
Steven Tyler.
2 years ago, maybe. I'm trying to think. It was 2 years ago. Then we went to go see him at Lincoln Center a few weeks later, which he played a full band Aerosmith at
The charity
Lincoln Center.
show.
It was
I remember
great. You
that.
were there too.
Yeah, I was on the red carpet. Then I had to come back and be on the radio. But yeah.
You were busy. We get it. Anyway, Steven Tyler sat me down and looked me in the eye and said, without the call letters of WPLJ, Aerosmith would not be where they are now. So I'm not saying that the success of them now has anything to do with the radio station, but this was a radio station that took a chance on. It's basically a local band. I mean, I know they're out of Boston, but they have Yonkers roots, and they were a band that PLJ was a big deal for this small band that became global superstars.
Yeah. And how about earlier we were talking? Debbie Gibson checked in when AJ Hammer and Fast Jimmy were on the air.
Yeah.
Fast, I mean, she was talking to those guys like, she's known them forever. She was a listener before she was, Debbie Gibson, and I think she won a frozen turkey from Fast Jimmy. Yeah, wow. She was caller 95.
Did you have to come pick that up?
Time, I think.
How does that work?
Yeah. Or they mailed her the coupon.
I was going to say, where do they store those?
However that works. Yeah, back in the promotions department, got all these turkeys lined up. But I mean, it was crazy stuff. And they were chatting and catching up today. And she also won some other contest where she won concert tickets from Fast. So
that's crazy.
The roots go deep here. That's for sure.
We could also talk about Bruce Springsteen and summertime right around the corner here. The unofficial start, of course, Memorial Day weekend. Our summer kickoff and blast off prior to the kickoff was a staple in the Jersey Shore, Point Pleasant Beach, New Jersey, to be exact. We're talking about Jenkinson's right there on the beach, where a guy named Joe Nolan every year he had the pleasure of kicking off summer.
Yeah, and it wasn't summer until Joe said it was.
That's right.
That was the tagline, and Born to Run was the song.
And Bruce is on your radio.
Yeah, that's right.
We heard a little bit of Joe Nolan today, but it would not be a reunion show with Bruce on your radio. This is New York's 95.5 WPLJ here in New York City with 13 minutes left of the final night show. It's Mike Allen, Joey Kramer, Ralphie, and Dan Kelly on PLJ. It's 95.5 PLJ. My name is Mike Allen. Next to me is my good buddy, Joey Kramer.
Uh-oh, that's the show's over music from Race Taylor.
That's it. I'm paying tribute.
No.
You like that?
I love it.
Next to Joey Kramer is Ralphie Aversa. He used to have this night show here, and he doesn't have it anymore.
Well, but I got to be a part of the last one,
sure
so
did.
Thank you, guys.
Absolutely. And
Means
next
a
to
lot.
him, he's the imaging creative director legend, Mr. Dan Kelly.
Hey.
Hello.
Well, that was weird. Anyway, this is the part of the night where we start wrapping things up. So we'd like to thank all the callers, all the text messages, everybody who listened from far and away.
Yeah.
It has been an amazing day here at 95.5 PLJ. And if I can get sentimental for a moment, as if we haven't already all day long.
Yeah, seriously.
This is the radio station I always wanted to work at. I grew up in Westchester County, New York. I worked small-town radio in Westchester County for many years. And this is the only radio station I could ever imagine myself on. And I'd like to thank everybody in this room because you've each had a major part of that. And I'm going to do this more tomorrow, but thank you all. Thank you to the listeners. Thank you to our management, Dave Labrosi, who's listening at home right now. Thank you. That's our program director. It's just been a true honor to even say my name next to the call letters WPLJ.
Yeah, for sure. You don't want to take that stuff for granted. We had a hell of a day. I mean, people have been listening from the morning show, and then at 9 o'clock when we kicked off this reunion day, and all through tonight, and the text messages and the calls and the listeners have been fantastic, and all the guests, all the DJs who returned to call in or to come up here today. We owe them so much gratitude for wanting to be a part of this, and without them, we wouldn't have this great show today. So I guess we should just sit back and savor this. It was a little overwhelming, but at some point we'll be able to look back on this and go, that was nuts.
Yeah.
I think if you sum it up in one thing, it's WPLJ's more than a music station. It was a companion, a friend, a loved one, a member of the family. And obviously we have this amazing family and this amazing group of alums as well. And we were with so many people through all of their moments, through births and deaths and weddings and divorces. And to hear all of those stories come back, both the ones from us and the ones from someone who listened for almost 50 years, was heartwarming and Joey, like you said, overwhelming.
Yeah, it's a very special place. Also for me, the only place I ever really wanted to work, man, when I started, my son was 5 days old, and now we're looking at colleges.
Yep,
that's crazy. By the way,
it's crazy.
And we're looking at text messages and tweets. The radio station is not going off the air in 30 seconds.
Right.
We are back on the air.
Right. People think that Mike Allen, Joey Kramer, Dan Kelly, and Ralphie are
Closing
signing
out the
PLJ
station.
off. I love it.
Some radio
Where's the
geek,
switch? No, I'm
some
just joking.
radio geek's gonna be like, "That's the end."
That's it. You're kidding.
How is that possible?
Or the guy who's been recording all day being like, "This is not the end." I've been recording for 15 hours.
Right.
But anyway, we thank everybody. Tomorrow will be our last day, signing off the radio station at 7 p.m. So 6 a.m. tomorrow morning. Todd and Jade take over your radio. Melanie Torres after at 10 o'clock. And then Race Taylor takes you up until 7 o'clock with all of us again. We're going to join him for the final farewell to New York's legendary radio station, 95.5 WPLJ. As I wrap up every show here, every night on 95.5 PLJ, that wraps it up for me. Until tomorrow, we will do it again just a little bit earlier on PLJ. Good night, everybody.
From the world's greatest city, we are the world famous WPLJ FM and HD1 New York, a Cumulus station.
Thank you for an incredible 48 years.
I won many Bon Jovi tickets from you, and I just wanted to say thank you and wish you all the best.
95.5 WPLJ New York.